Sorry, good morning. Wala ba si DDGO? Will I be presiding?
Wala po, sir.
Okay, I didn't get any advice. Sige, let's proceed please with the roll call.
Yes, good morning. Today is May 2, Tuesday. We will begin with our regular back meeting. And for the determination of the quorum, we will do the roll call. Please acknowledge when your name is called. For the back members, we have Captain Edgardo G. Diaz, the chairperson. Then we have Attorney Roberto Martinez Benaventura,
Present online.
Captain Florendo Jose C. Aquino III,
Present.
Engineer Ronaldo R. Lumibao, Miss Amneres Gabriel, Engineer Leandro R. Verquez, and
Present online.
and for the provisional members, we have end user from ADMS, ANS, HRMD, and AFS, BGMS. We also have here the members of the technical working group and the BAC Secretariat. We also sent invitation to observers coming from the COA Resident Auditor, from the PCCI, from the NGO, ABJFI, PICE, IAS, and PCAA. So we do have a quorum, Mr. Chair.
Alright, thank you. Considering we have a quorum, let's proceed with the agenda for today. Apologies lang do we have a physical meeting right now? Kasi I'm online because I'm still under quarantine due to COVID. May physical meeting tayo?
Sir,
Negative.
sir, supposedly kasi we have pero walang nag-submit yata ng na bidder, so we do online lang, sir.
Okay, sige. I was worried about the submission and opening of bids. Sige, let's proceed with the agenda items, please.
Thank you, sir. For agenda number 2, submission and opening of bids for the supply and delivery, installation of workstation for ECIT equipment of AIS operation at ATMC under bid number 23-006-03, amounting to 2 million pesos project from ATS. So as of 10 o'clock, sir, we don't have any bids received from any bidder.
So, what's the recommendation of the TWG?
Mr. Chair, good morning. Good morning, Sir
Yes, sir.
Gary. Alfred Ceballos po, sir, of the TWG. With this project, Mr. Chair, we do not have submission. Therefore, the technical working group would like to declare for a failure of bidding and request declare a failure of bidding for this project, Mr. Chair, for the consideration of the members.
Alright, the recommendation is for the declaration of failure of bidding considering there's no bid submitted. Do you have any comments from the members? If there's none, let's have a motion, please.
Motion,
Mr. Chair.
I'll go ahead.
Go ahead, sir. Hindi na, sir, mag-motion. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, sabay. Yan na. Yan na.
Salita na lang, sir.
Sige sir. Okay. Motion, Mr. Chair.
Go ahead, sir.
I would like to motion to adopt the recommendation of the TWG to declare the opening of bids for the project to be failure of bidding, Mr. Chair.
Second emotion, Mr. Chair.
Alright, there being a motion duly seconded, considering there's no bid submitted, let this bidding be declared a failure. So this will be TWG, tama na, this will be returned to the end user for determination whether this will be reposted or for further consideration.
Yes, Mr. Chair, subject for their mandatory review and for reposting.
All right. Let's proceed, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. For our next agenda, number 3.1, we have a pre-bid conference for the purchase installation of 1.5 MVA genset at Puerto Princesa International Airport under bid number 23-007-04 with an ABC of 23,899,499.19. Project of ANS. The presenter will be Sir Jafet. Is there are there any bidder online? So may we request back check for the admission of those bidder. Thank you. For the bidders who are already admitted, kindly state your name and be recognized. Thank you.
Hello, good morning, sir. This is Oliver Quezon of Gen Diesel Philippines Incorporated. Together with is my regional manager, Christian Tingson.
Thank you very much, sir. From FL Amo. Sir, kung please type in na lang in your chat box kung hindi function yung inyong microphone. Thank you. Okay, so Mr. Chair, we permission to proceed with the presentation.
Go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. To the bidders, welcome to the pre-bid conference for the project purchase installation of 1.5 MPA genset for Puerto Princesa International Airport. This is under bid number 23-007-04. For the discussion for this pre-bid will be presenting the project background and duration, the invitation to bid, the scope of work, the instruction to bidders with corresponding BDS, and the general conditions of the contract with corresponding SEC. And then we have the checklist for the bidding document submissions. And then lastly, at the end of the presentation, we will open the floor for any clarification on regarding the project. For the project background and duration, this project aims to install a new single 1.5 MVA diesel engine generator set to serve as a backup to either of the existing generators in case these generators are unable to operate. The scope of the project includes the supply and installation of a new 1.5 MVA 4-pole 400 volt primary 230-volt secondary containerized genset, construction of generator shelter and concrete pad, design, fabrication, delivery, and installation of four 3,000 ampere 400-volt primary 230-volt secondary three-phase sandwich type with integral ground bus, tin-plated copper bus duct from the new generator system to the existing generator control panel, a new draw-out type air circuit breakers, integration to existing system, permits, testing, and commissioning. The project duration is 168 calendar days. The CAAP through Corporate Operating Budget CY 2023 project intends to apply the sum of 23,899,499 pesos and 19 centavos as the ABC to payments under the contract purchase installation of 1.5 MBA genset for Puerto Princesa International Airport. Bids not received in excess of the ABC shall be automatically rejected at bid opening. The CAAP now invites bids for the above procurement project. Completion of works is required within 168 calendar days upon receipt of the notice to proceed. Bidders should have completed a contract similar to the project, and the description of an eligible bidder is contained in the bidding documents, particularly in Section 2 of the Instruction to Bidders. Bidding will be conducted through open competitive bidding procedures using non-discretionary pass-fail criterion as specified in the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184. Interested bidders may obtain further information from CAAP and inspect the bidding documents at the address given below from Monday to Friday at 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Complete set of bidding documents may be acquired starting 25 April 2023 to 16 May 2023 from CAAP Back Office, Mia Road, Pasay City, and upon payment of the applicable fee for the bidding documents pursuant to the latest guidelines issued by the GPPB in the amount of 28,000 inclusive of 12% VAT. The CAAP allows the bidder to present its proof of payment for the fees presenting the OR in person. Bids must be duly received by the BAC Secretariat through manual submission at the office address given on or before the 16th of May 2023 at this is 10 a.m. And bids shall not be accepted. All bids must be accompanied by a bid security in any of the acceptable forms and in the amount stated in ITB Clause 14. The bid opening shall be on the 16th of May 2023 at 10 a.m. at the Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines back office and or via online conference through Google Meet. Bids will be opened in the presence of the bidders' representatives who choose to attend the activity. The CAAP reserves the right to reject any and all bids, declare a failure bidding, or not award the contract at any time prior to contract award in accordance with Section 35.6 and 41 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184 without thereby incurring any liability to the affected bidder or bidders. The bidding document may be downloaded free of charge from the website of the PhilJeps and the website of CAAP, provided that bidders shall pay the applicable fee for the bidding documents not later than the submission of the bids. For further information, you may refer to Engineer Gary M. Jadi, the overall head BAC Secretariat, Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines, at the indicated telephone number. For the scope of work, on screen, bidders are the summary of the scope of work for the project. For item C.0, the initial requirements and project scope. And then general requirements, C.2, supply delivery installation of DEGs. C.3, the integration of 1.5 MBA DEGs to the existing system. C.4, upgrade of power monitoring system. C.5, generators shelter and pad construction. C.6, permits and clearance. C.7, site inspection requirements. C.8, injury to person or damage to property clause. C.9, materials requirements. C.10, workmanship requirements. C.11, temporary facility and electricity and water. C.12, manufacturer's data. C.13, manufacturer's instruction. C.14, field test report. C.15 spare parts. C.16 operation and maintenance manual requirements. C.7 material and equipment requirements. C.18 labels requirement. C.19 codes inspection permits and fees. C.20 guarantee requirements. C.21 electrical equipment and materials. C.22 installation. C.23 coordination requirements. C.24 OEM distributorship certificate requirement. C.25 factory test. C.26 electrical test. C.27 at site performance tests. C.28 commissioning flight tests. Sorry, correction, commissioning tests. C.29 cleaning requirements. And for item A29, availability of spare parts and training. And letter D, technical specifications. For the instruction to bidders, we will be discussing the bid date items on the instruction to bidders with the corresponding bid data sheet. On the left side is the instruction to bidders. And on the right is the bid data sheet. For section 5, under 5.2 or section 5 eligible bidders for this purpose, contracts similar to the project refer to contracts which have the same major categories of work, which shall be building construction with electromechanical works or construction of industrial plant. For section 7 under subcontracts, specifics section is 7.1. Subcontracting is not allowed for this project. For section 10.1, bidder shall submit all eligibility and technical documents as specified in section 9, checklist of technical and financial documents. Class A documents, legal documents. Letter A, valid field jobs registration certificate with platinum membership. Please note that all pages are required to be submitted. For the technical documents, letter B, statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. Letter C, statement of the bidder's SLCC, similar to the contract to be bid, except under conditions provided under the rules. Letter D, valid pickup license is required, and in case of JB, a special pickup license and registration for the type and cost of the contract to be bid. Letter E, original copy of bid security. If in the form of a surety bond, submit also a certification issued by the Insurance Commission or original copy of notarized bid securing declaration. And letter F, for the project requirements, which shall include the following. This should also be included in the technical document to be submitted by the bidder. Number 1, organizational chart for the contract to be bid. Number 2, list of contractors' key personnel to be assigned to the contract to be bid. With their complete qualification and experience data. Number 3, list of contractors' major equipment units, which are owned, leased, and or under purchase agreements, supported by proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor or vendor for the duration of the project, as the case may be. And letter G, OSS, and if applicable, original notarized secretary certificate in case of a corporation, partnership, or cooperative, or original special power of attorney of all members of the joint venture given full power and authority to its officer to sign the OSS and do acts as to represent the bidder. And these shall include all the following documents as attached to the omnibus sworn statement. Number 1, certification under oath attesting that they have no pending case against the government in addition to the eligibility requirements as prescribed under 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184, and number two, a legal clearance to be issued by the CAAP Enforcement and Legal Service with respect to the non-pending cases of the prospective bidders against this authority. And lastly, bid bulletins, if applicable, shall be attached also to the technical component of the bid. For letter B, letter H, certificate of site inspection duly signed by the airport manager of Puerto Princesa International Airport or his duly authorized representative, and this shall include all the following documents as attachment to the certificate of site inspection. Number one, copy copy of the company ID of the person who conducted the site inspection, copy of the airport or facility visitor's logbook appearing the names and signatures of the inspectors. Number three, picture of the proposed site, including the personnel who conducted the site inspection together with the airport manager or officer in charge or his duly authorized representative. For the financial documents, the prospective bidders computation of the NFCC, and then for Class B documents, if applicable, a duly signed joint venture agreement in accordance with RA 4566 and its IRR in case of joint venture is already in existence, or a duly notarized statement from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the JBA in the instance that the bid is successful. Bids not complying with the above instruction shall be disqualified. On screen are illustrations of the certificate of site inspection and the logbooks and company ID. For section 10.3, documents comprising the bid, eligibility, and technical components, the valid pickup license or special pickup license in case of joint ventures and registration. Small b, category C and D, general in building or building and industrial plant with specialty on electrical or mechanical or electromechanical works for the type and cost of the contract to be bids not complying with the above instructions shall be disqualified. For ITB section 10.4, the key personnel must meet the required minimum years of experience set below. Bids not complying with the above instructions shall be disqualified. For item 10.5 of the ITB, the minimum major equipment requirements are the following, as listed on the screen. Please note that bids not complying with the above instruction shall be disqualified. For ITB Clause 11.1, the discounts stated in the financial bid form shall be computer written and the same font style and size as the whole text of the said form. Discounts that are either handwritten, typewritten, or computer written in other font style and size shall not be considered. The second envelope shall contain the financial documents for the bid as specified in Section 9, checklist of technical and financial documents. This shall include the complete for I'm sorry. This the second bid envelope shall contain the financial documents for the bid as specified in Section 9, checklist of technical and financial documents. This shall include the complete accomplishment of all of the following documents as stated and required under Section 8 of the PB.
Mr. Chair, Norik Baez po from the TWG. Allow me to share my screen for the continuation po of the pre-bid conference. Okay, so we apologize for the glitch that we encounter during our presentation. So I'll be continuing the presentation um, being delivered by our colleague in the TWG, Sir Jopet Torrefranca. So under ITB Clause 11.1, continuing on the BDS where he stopped or was disconnected. Um, so the second bid envelope shall contain the financial documents for the bid as specified in Section 9, checklist of technical and financial documents. This shall include the complete accomplishment of all of the following documents as stated and required under Section 8 of this PBD and shall form part of the bidder's financial documents. Letter A, original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form, and B, duly accomplished detailed estimates form. Oh, sorry about that. Yes, I'm still under B, a summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals used in coming up with a bid. And C, cash flow by quarter and payment schedule. Note that please refer to the annexes provided herein. And also, please also know that bids not complying with the above instructions shall be disqualified. Moving on to the next BDS under ITB Clause 11.2. So bid exceeding the ABC of the project shall be disqualified. For ITB Clause 12, for alternative bids, there is no further instruction. And for ITB Clause 15.1, the bid security shall be in the form of a bid securing declaration or any of the following forms and amounts. A, the amount of not less than 2% of ABC or 477,990 pesos if bid security is in cash, cashier's or manager's check, bank draft guarantee, or irrevocable letter of credit. B, the amount of not less than 5% of ABC or 1,194,975 pesos if bid security is in surety bond. For ITB Clause 16, for the sealing and marking of bids, so each and every page thereof shall be initialed, signed by the duly authorized representative of the bidder. Submitted eligibility, technical and financial documents shall be properly marked with index tabs, ear tab, and must be sequentially paginated in accurate order in the form page 3 of 100, for example. Page number of last page of the document per envelope basis. Pagination should be sequential based on the entire span of the whole documents inside the envelope. And then bids not complying with the above instructions shall be automatically disqualified. And also each bidder shall submit only one original bid. This slide shows the illustration on how the eligibility documents and technical requirements should be contained in an envelope. And the financial proposal will be contained on a separate envelope, both of which shall be inside the envelope as shown on the slide. This slide shows another illustration of what the table of content should look like and the index tab and the pagination and signature of the pages of the bid that will be submitted. Continuing to ITB, clause 19.2, partial bid is not allowed. The infrastructure project is packaged in a single lot, and the lot shall not be divided into sublots for the purpose of bidding, evaluation, and contract award. For ITB clause 20, the bidder with the lowest calculated bid that complies with and is responsive to all requirements and conditions shall submit its A latest income and business tax returns filed through EFPS, business licenses and permits required by law, such as registration certificate, majors permit, tax clearance, and pickup license, C latest audited financial statements, and key personal licenses. So failure to submit any of the post-qualification requirements on time or finding against the veracity thereof shall disqualify the bidder for award, provided that in the event that finding against the veracity of any of the documents submitted is made, it shall cause the forfeiture of the bid security in accordance with Section 69 of the RRR of RA 9184. For ITB 21, the following relevant project documents are required to be submitted by the successful bidder who submitted the LCRB as part of the contract agreement during its signing. A. Construction schedule. B. Bar chart and S-curve. C. Per CPM network diagram. D. Manpower schedule. E. Construction methods. F. Equipment utilization schedule. And G. Construction safety and health programs approved by the Department of Labor and Employment for the purchase installation of 1.5 MBA genset project at Puerto Princesa International Airport, Palawan, Philippines. For the general conditions of the contract with corresponding SCC, so we'll be presenting the special conditions with the corresponding GCC. Clause 2, the sectional completion of works is not applicable. For the possession of the site, the Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines shall give possession of all parts of the site to the contractor upon receipt of the notice to proceed. For the site investigation report, certificate of inspection signed by FIC or his or her representative. Under the warranty clause, 1 year defect liability period, DLP, plus 1 year warranty upon completion of works. For the day works, no day works are applicable to the contract. For the program of work under GCC 11.1, the contractor shall submit the program of work to the procuring entity's representative within 7 days of delivery of the notice of award. Under 11.2, the amount to be withheld for late submission of an updated program of work is the price amount of the contract. For the advance payment, the amount of the advance payment is 15% of the total contract price, the bid price. For the progress payments, there are no further instructions. And for the operating and maintenance manuals, the date by which the operating and maintenance manuals are required is upon completion of the project. The date by which as-built drawings are required is upon completion of the project. PDF AutoCAD file of the as-built plans shall include as attachment to the required hard copy of the same upon completion of the project. For 15.2, the amount to be withheld for failing to produce as-built drawings in or operating and maintenance manuals by the date required is 2% of the contract price. As for the checklist, for the technical component envelope for the Class A documents, under the legal documents, the valid UJEP's registration certificate, platinum membership, all pages. For the technical documents, statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid, and statement of the bidder's SLCC similar to the contract to be bid except under conditions provided under the rules, and special pickup license in case of JV, and registration for the type and cost of the contract to be bid, and then original copy of bid security if in the form of a surety bond. Submit also a certification issued by the Insurance Commission, or original copy of the notarized bid security declaration, and project requirements, which shall be or shall include the following: organizational chart of the contract to be bid, and the list of contractors' key personnel to be assigned to the contract to be bid with their complete qualification experience data, and the list of contractors' major equipment units which are owned, leased, and or under purchase agreements, supported by proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor vendor for the duration of the project as the case may be. And original rather, duly signed omnibus sworn statement, and if applicable, original notarized secretary certificate in case of corporation, partnership, or cooperative, or original special power of attorney of all members of the joint venture, giving full power and authority to each officer to sign the OSS and do acts to represent the bidder. So this shall include all the following documents as attachments to the omnibus sworn statements as listed on uh, sub-items A to C. Then for the certificate of site inspection, duly signed by the airport manager of Puerto Princesa International Airport or duly authorized representative, and shall include all of the following documents as attachment to the certificate of site inspection, also listed in A bullets A to C. And among the technical envelope content is the bid bulletin, if any. For the financial documents, the prospective bidder's computation of NFCC, and if applicable, duly signed JVA in accordance with RA 4566 and its IRR in case of the JV is already in existence, or duly notarized statements from all the political, uh, correction, potential JV partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the JVA in the instance of that the bid is successful. So I've just highlighted the grouping of documents, and for the financial component envelope, duly duly signed in the accomplished financial bid form, and other documentary requirements under RA 9184. And we are now opening the floor for discussion or any clarification from our prospective bidders who are in this meeting. Mr. Chair, that ends our presentation. Thank you.
So are there any questions from our bidders?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Miss Rose Dayan.
Sir, ask ko lang po, yung regarding dun sa inspection, possible po ba yun ng weekend? Site inspection. Ayun pa.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Ms. Rose Dayan.
Yes, sir.
So I would like to confirm your question. You're asking if it's possible to conduct the site inspection during the weekends?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. There's no restriction about the site inspection as long as there is the authorized person or point of contact that we have specified in this presentation, and there's no issue, ma'am.
Okay. So, kunin ko lang ulit, sir, yung authorized person. List ko kasi, kasi ako
Yes,
nakapasok.
ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Allow me to project the slide.
Thank you.
Any other questions from the bidder?
Hello, sir. Oliver once again. This just a clarification with regarding sa original equipment manufacturer natin, distributor certificate.
Ano pong specific question, sir?
Yes, sir. This is because with regards to the original equipment manufacturer, ito po ba yung ano natin, sir, yung sa engine manufacturer, yung gumawa talaga ng prime mover ng generator natin? Kasi kung pagbatayan natin kung generator lang, kasi maraming supplier na generator lang talaga yung sinusupply nila. At saka meron naman silang certificate galing sa generator. Whereas kung engine talaga yung pagbabasihan, ito yung pinaka-main ng prime mover ng generator natin. So ito yung mas critical. So I suggest siguro, sir, na kung okay lang na engine na manufacturer certificate yung manggagaling.
End user, please. Any comment or clarification?
Okay, good morning, Mr. Chair. Oliver,
Yes, sir.
it should be dapat nasa engine manufacturer yung ano. So we would like to ensure na yung ating mga, of course, yung engine is original doon, direct right from the source na gumawa. So yun yung iiwasan natin yung mga engine na hindi original. That's why we require na may exclusive distributorship tayo doon sa manufacturer po.
Noted, sir. Thank you.
Thank you for that question, Sir Oliver. Any other questions po from the bidders? Sir Ernest Pabroa, do you have any questions, sir? Mr. Chair, I guess wala na po tayong mga questions from our bidders.
Sir, morning.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Sir, this is Christian Tingson of Gen Diesel Philippines. Sir, for elaboration, yung regarding sa containerized, tapos yung, di ba, mayroon tayong, sir, nakaslas na enclosure. Sir, what do you think, sir? It's okay ba, sir, na ano siya, soundproof enclosure? Kasi, sir, mayroon naman tayong, mayroon naman tayong parang yung canopy or something, yung ilalagay doon, shelter shade doon sa sa generator. So kasi, sir, kung like for example, kung containerized kasi, sir, is iba kasi, sir, ang containerized. So parang no need na siya supposed to be kung sakali na lalagyan ng ng shelter shade. So kung if you don't mind, sir, kung pwede ba, sir, instead na containerized is equivalent to soundproof enclosure lang, sir, yung lalagay natin with shelter?
Yes, again, morning. This is Roderick Vega again.
Good morning, sir.
Opo. Actually, naka-or yan, no? Naka-slash. It's either enclosure or containerized. Well, ang enclosure lang is a custom-built structure while yung containerized is a standardized unit.
Yes, sir.
So, pareho lang naman yung benefit niya in the event na kailangan naka-secure, weatherproof, soundproof yung ating generator. So, you can use enclosure or containerized, which is a standardized units na pwede nyo nang bilhin sa manufacturer ninyo. So, yun lang naman yan, pagkakaiba niya.
Okay, sir. Noted, sir. Copy.
Naka-slash naman siya. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, any other questions from the bidders? Kung wala na po tayong ibang questions, meron naman po kayong time to write us for your queries 10 days before po yung opening ng bids po natin. Which is scheduled po na May 16. This coming May 16, 2023.
Okay, if there are no more questions, we're officially closing this pre-bid conference. Thank you everyone for attending. Our prospective bidders, we hope you will buy our documents. Sige, let's already dismiss them and let's proceed to the next item, please.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Chair.